Meantime, amazingly, the Chinese have had a little bit to say. And remember that Anthony Albanese has been very open about no country gets to tell us what to do, unless, of course, it's China. Shh, don't say that. Don't say that. Well, the Chinese ambassador wrote an opinion piece in the Australian newspaper today, and this just gaslighting. Remember, this is the bloke who had, 12 different conditions for Australia. Australia were the bad guys because we wanted some answers about a global pandemic. But then, of course, everything's great with Albo because, of course, he doesn't rock the boat and never says anything bad about the Chinese. In exchange, geez, magically, people that have never voted Labor in their life have voted Labor in the past 2 elections. Nothing to see here, shush. By playing up international and regional tensions and slandering China's normal military build-up, they are making fake islands. They are going around Australia circumnavigating with naval ships. They are doing live fire exercises between here and New Zealand. Oh, no. But it's us making it up. These countries are merely seeking nothing but excuses to drastically grow their military spending. He's talking about America and NATO, even arbitrarily reaching beyond its geographical scope and mandate. NATO countries already account for 55% of the world's total military spending in 2024. So what? It's not just about the military threat. What about the intelligence threat? What about the fact that China has an international space station that is not connected to the International Space Station? Okay? I know there's a lot of people making a lot of money out of a relationship, business relationships between Australia and China. I know that the government wants a better relationship with China because it helps them electorally here. But I'm sorry, if there is a choice between getting closer to America or closer to China, while it may be financially difficult for some, we must remain closer to the United States, regardless of whether it's dopey Joe Biden or orange man bad that is the President of the United States. Can I continue here? Again, this in the Australian newspaper today. Behind the so-called China threat lies certain countries' desire to maintain their hegemony. Again, code, the US should not be the leader of the world. It should be them. They are trapped in their own inertia. Fear, I'm not reading the rest of it. It's crap. Well, let's see how the Prime Minister responds here. Remember how many times he said this when the Americans were telling us about our defence spending?
My job is to look after Australia's national interests. That includes our defence and security interests, and that's precisely what we are doing.
Our approach, Kieran, is very clear, which is we will ensure that Australia has the capability that we need.
Australia should decide what we spend on Australia's defence. Simple as that.
So how did the handsome boy do today? What did the handsome...
The Chinese ambassador speaks for China. My job is to speak for Australia. And it's in Australia's national interest for us to invest in our capability and to invest in our relationships, and we're doing just that.
Pass, but only just. But again, priorities. The priorities of this Prime Minister when he came to office was to sort things out with China as fast as possible. Why? Because there was the economic consequences that came back. Hence why there was a whole series of meetings and eventually the face-to-face. No such urgency that we can publicly see about trying to get to meet with Donald Trump. Now, again, when I hope they get together, and I hope they get together, I hope the meeting goes well, I hope everyone's happy, and I hope that the government gets the best result for Australia. I'm not cheering against Australia in this scenario. I'm just saying we've got a bloke who's walking both sides of the street. This is each way elbow, either at his diplomatic finest or more likely knowing that the financial eggs are in one basket, the security eggs are in another. And anyone who knows when you've got both sides of a barbed wire fence, it eventually hurts.